All right, good morning again. It is 4 minutes after 11. Michelle, you want to go ahead and get started?
Okay.
Okay. So thank
All
you
right.
so much again. Good morning, everyone. We are definitely trying to get this recorded live on Facebook as well. So if you're joining us on Facebook, good morning. Welcome. We are joined today by Miss Michelle Rosser,
Good
Max One's
morning.
very own. We also call her the Canva Queen because she is definitely proven to be very, very knowledgeable in the Canva world. So thank you guys for joining. If you have any questions, you can mute yourself or you can put the questions in the Q&A or the chat. But this is very interactive, so don't be shy if you have anything. And I just got the message that we are live on Facebook. So good morning again. All right, Miss Michelle, without further ado, take it away.
Okay. Well, good morning to everyone. And it will be great if you unmute yourself if you do have a question as I go along. And so I wanted to talk about Canva because it's just one of my favorite tools as a real estate agent to use. Once upon a time, I would tell agents all the time to use Fiverr if they needed a quick flyer or a quick postcard, just have someone else design it. But since I've been using Canva, I like that better because it's quick. I don't have to go back and forth with anyone. There are so many templates. So it is just one of my just absolute favorite things. I probably use it every day with something. So bear with me. I'm going to share my screen and I hope the right, let's see, I don't even see. Let's see. The right window comes up. Okay. And then if someone can let me know if you see it says get started with Canva. If you can see that.
Yes, I can see it, Michelle.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I wanted to make sure I was in the right window. And so I'm already a member of Canva. I don't know the attendees on, have you already started with this design process? But it's very easy to sign up and it's free in the very beginning. And you could possibly keep it as free, but you get some extra bells and whistles if you decide to join. And the price to join is $119 for the year, or you might as well say $120. And then it is about $13 a month if you decide to if you decide to do it on a monthly basis. So let me see, can I log back in? Don't you hate that? Let's see. I should have never logged out. Let's see. Let's try it again. Oh no. Okay. All righty. All right. So today what I wanted to talk about was my favorite things to do with Canva, but because I'm so unsure about the people that are on, and this being an introductory class, I wanted to talk about just some of the things about Canva um, that are important once you do get started. So, um, so now the thing about my account is I do have the pro, so there could be some things on here that I have that you may not have, but at least your account settings will be here if you want to. It's sort of great. You can refer friends. I think if you refer so many friends, they'll give you a free month or something like that. So that's good, a good little thing you can do with them. So Canva keeps up with all of your designs. You can save your designs, but they also house all of your designs. So that's pretty helpful because if you if you log in on another computer, at least you will have all of those designs there for you. Also, another thing about Canva that I love is that people can share designs with you. So one of my favorite groups on Facebook, all these people out there share their designs. So I have received so many things just from looking online, and then I'm able to take it and make it my own. So it's just one of my favorite things I love about Canva, because you'll see there's some really good designers out there. And I always wonder like why they're so willing to share their designs. But so that's one of the things I love about Canva. Another thing I like that I really haven't been using, all of my designs are everywhere, but you can create folders. Once you start designing, as you can see, I have a lot of different designs. So it would be better if I would put them into different categories, but right now I haven't. Let's see. I don't really have a team. I think that's when I first signed up. I think that I did it that way because technically, if you have a team, it's very inexpensive to add a team member to design with you. So I think that's why I signed up that way, just in case if I wanted to add someone. If you're not you can tell when something's a pro function because it'll have that little crown next to it. Another one of the tools that I like is that if you have decided there are certain colors that you want to use in your designs, it's really easy in Canva to change any design to the colors that are your brand. So I started, this is like my favorite colors. I love blue. And so I often will change the design to those colors. All right, so I'm gonna go back and so if I'm gonna talk about when you create designs, and then I'll talk about my favorite ones. When you want to design something, I mean, it's so simple. You hit create. That's just one way to do it, is to hit create a design. And you can do a video just really quick if you wanted to. These are just some of the options. These are going to be blank. So if you're new to this design platform, I wouldn't do it this way. This is just there just in case if you already know what you want. The other way you can do it, like let's just say you want to do something with Instagram. If you type in Instagram, then it'll come up with these different things that you may want to do. If you want to do an ad, a cover, some type of post, it's good that they give you a starting point. And I'm going to come back to that. The other way you can do it is also when you come to the top, you could do, I'm sorry, I need to move this window. You can hit template, and you have all these designs that you get to make your own. So I love that things can be so quick. If you already know what you want to design, I mean, you're going to have just so many options. Whatever you click on, you're going to have all of these options that you could come in and just put your information. So it doesn't take long to design things on Canva. Not with all of these templates that they have. I mean, yeah, if anything, I get lost on here because there's so many things that you can do with this. So it's so worth the money to me. You can also go in and just say what you got for real estate. And then it gives you all of these options that, if you want to do a logo, look at all those different designs that all you got to do is click on it and start with it. And I'm going to talk about, once you do click on it, just in case if you haven't created anything in Canva. I used to, do postcards, but not anymore. I get all of my postcards, all of my flyers. I just go in and I start to make them my own. So I want to talk about my 5 favorite things, but I wanted to just pause for a moment to see if someone had a question. And Melody, if you're looking, because I don't see the chat. So if someone asks a question, let me know.
Okay, I sure will. I don't see any questions in the
Okay.
chat just yet.
Okay. All righty then. Well, then I will go ahead and talk about my favorite ones. Okay, so since I said that I use it every day, probably the number one thing is flyers. I love how easy it is to create a flyer. And these are some of the designs that I have done. I love, like, for example, this just sold. I did not make up this design. This was a door hanger that I did. And it only took a few minutes because I used someone else's designs. I just went in and put my information. And then I had a printer to do it for me. And, that printer was able to do it within a day. I used to send a lot of things and have a company print for me, but now I find it easier that I can create something so quickly and get it printed the same day, basically is what I did. But I'm going to go in here and type in real estate flyer. Flyers. And then I'm going to show how easy it is to make it your own. So a lot of times when I'm looking at all of this, at some point I just stop looking. I just like, let me just choose them because they all look good. That's how I feel sometimes, is that and it's so easy to make it your own. So I'm just going to go through here and choose one of these. I like a lot of them. Let's see. I'm going to choose. Let's see. I'll do this one. I want to do this one. Oh, that's 2-page one. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I just want to show how easy it is to put my information. How easy it is to change it as well. Like, for example, this flyer is brown, and I already talked about how I don't like that. I love blue. So because I have this account, I could change it to this. I could just choose a blue. And then I love this little tab comes up and say, well, do you want me to change it all? Sure, go ahead and change it. How quick, that was so easy to give it whatever color I want. Any other program that I used to use, Print Shop, oh no, it was never this easy. And then, whatever I want to put in here for this price, because I guess that's a rental, because that's all that could be. But I would hate not to pay that much for a rental. But I could go in here, switch the price, whatever the offer is. If I want to change the colors, the same thing, I could just instantly change it. If I want to change, let's say, like when I just did that, it went white. I can easily go back. It saves all of the changes. And if you make a mistake, just hit the back button and it's back. Let's say I want to change this picture. Let's say I have a picture that I want that I have already uploaded. So I'm just going to find one of the pictures because I have my own picture. I take it and move it there. It sizes it and everything. I can change it around a little bit if I wanted to, but it already does the hard part of making it, fit. Same thing if I want to change this word, if I want to change the font, everything is right there in front of you. You don't have to know anything about, if you want to change like this one right here, let's just say I want to change the size. I can do that as well. I can change this background if I wanted to something else. I'm just going to leave it alone. If I want to delete this and put whatever I want, it takes just a minute to go in there and say whatever I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that in because I'm not going to change anything. And then, of course, the same thing with my information. I can change all of that within a moment. If I decide I don't want this second page, I can just hit delete. I don't have to, I'm just going to hit delete just because. And let's say, oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's back. I mean, I couldn't ask for more. Any of these pictures in here can be changed to whatever you want it to be. And like I said, all of the colors, there's nothing in here that can't be changed to what you want within a few minutes. So, I mean, literally in 5 minutes, I can come in here, choose something and make it my own. So now I do make all of my flyers. But for me, I pretty much, because designing sometimes it's so much that I just try to choose a template, because I can spend a lot of time just choosing different ones. And I guess I'm a creator at heart. So it's fun, but it's time consuming. So I usually just use the same one every time. I don't go in here and change it up every time, but it is by far my favorite thing to do because it's easy. I need flyers for different reasons, or a door hanger. I can customize it to the sizes that I want. All right. My next favorite thing, and let me say too, that if I like this, I would always change it to whatever it is. And a lot of times I have more than one version. I may put 1, 2, 3, whatever. And then I also like the fact that when I want to download this flyer, I go here where the dots are and hit download. Well, it gives me options. I can make it a PDF that I'm going to print. What if I just want it to be a JPEG? I want to send it to my client. It could be a PNG format. I love that, I can change it. It can even be, if I wanted to use this in a post or something, they have this thing where you can animate the different elements of it. So I can make it actually move if I wanted to. Let's see. All right, so right now it's 10 seconds. So if I wanted to, you know what? It didn't do this one. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's just showing, I guess, because of what I chose. It didn't really do anything for it. But I just love the fact that it has a way of, let's see if I just said photo. I said I was gonna leave it alone, but I wanted to see what it changed. That one didn't. But I have some that do change. So there's a lot of bells and whistles on here. There are things that you should, spend some time with and see, really what you want it to do. You can even, like, if I didn't like this house being so prominent, I could change it and make it, fade into the background. I mean, someone has went in and designed all of these things and just made it easy for you. I could duplicate this page if I wanted to, but I don't want to do any of that. Just gonna, I accidentally did that, but it's easy. If you make a mistake, you can change it. And if I don't do anything, it's going to save that for me. Do I have any questions so far? No. Okay, well, I will move on to my second thing. My second thing to do is that I love being able to make posts. And sometimes the posts are very simple posts. This is a post from Instagram. I'm gonna see if I can get that animate to work this time. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. I probably wouldn't do, I can make it a video if I wanted to. This doesn't even say much. This is just me playing around with the system. I chose a template and then I put this in here. So, I mean, it takes seconds, really. If I wanted to do a post, I can post. So then when I want to, if I just said I want to download it, if I make it so that it's moving, it'll make it an MP4 if I like. It always makes a suggestion for you. It's up to you to decide. You don't have to do it that way. If I just want it to be a JPEG or a PDF, I have that option as well. If I want to make it a GIF, you know how people send you all those GIFs? You can make your own. So the design possibilities for this Canva is just endless. And the thing about Canva, it can be done on your phone, it can be done on your computer, and all of your designs are local. That whatever device you pull it up on, you will have it. Okay. So I said my second one was a posting. And so if I go back to the home screen and I, say in here, that I want to do, let's see, I want to do an Instagram. Do I want to type in real estate again? I think I want to type in real estate. And we'll see. Ooh, they got a whole bunch of, I just want to see if one would come up. And what if I type in Instagram? Because usually I just type in Instagram. That's what I want it to do. I'm not going to, so I just want to do a post. So I'm just going to go back to just Instagram. All right, just a simple post. Now, what I like about it is that it's already sized the way that it should be sized. So Canva makes it easy for me. If I was trying to create a post, let's just say I was using a Word document or something, then it may not be the correct size. So that's what I like about this, is that it's already formatted for me. So that's why I said I like it. I like it because it just takes a minute. If you love a post or something you want to put, or if you just want to use it the way that it is, you can do that. And if you wanted to put your just information, it just doesn't take but a minute. The hard part is finding a design that you love, really. Find one that you love. Don't stop until you find one that for you, for whatever reason, it speaks to you. So I found me one. And look at this. It looks good the way that it is, to be honest with me. I love this. Only thing I got to go in here and do is put my website. That's it. And I'm done. I can make it the color that I want, but this one, I like it the way that it is. So the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to change the color because I love blue. And let's say I make it bold. No, let's say I don't really like that print. I want it bolder than that. And there you go. We'll take that out too, because I don't know who that is. So it's done. It's ready for me to download. I'm going to download it as a ping. I could schedule it to Facebook now if I wanted to. But when I download it, I always say, make sure, I'm not going to do anything, even though I hit download, but make sure that when you do save this, that you do a good job of naming it so you'll know exactly where it goes when it's time for you to do all that. I'm going to leave that alone. I mean, that is the quickest process. They keep telling us to post and do things. Well, this is where it's at. This is where you should create it, because a lot of times it's already done. But the thing is, I could change this. I could use the same thing multiple times and just change what this says. If I want to go in here and add my picture, let me find a picture of mine. There's other stuff in here too, because sometimes I do work for other people. And so sometimes in my stuff, you'll see that I have other, okay, of course I would never use this picture in here, but let's just put it in here just for fun. So let's say I like this picture and I want it there. How easy is that? Oh, one other thing that I love. Okay, let's say I love the picture, but I don't love the background. So I click on it. I can tell it to remove the background. Let's see, it's thinking about it. And it's basically asking me, do I like it? So I'm gonna say, go ahead and apply it. Like, how easy was that? I can take out the background with no problem. I don't have to sketch it. I don't have to do anything. It's not perfect because sometimes it may take a portion, but this one was perfect. It took out the background. It took it around a while, but it figured it out. And so now I can place me wherever I like or whatever I want to do and save it. Um, I, like I said, it's just my favorite thing. So posting is my number 2 thing that I like to do with Canva. When it's time for me to post, I am always going to come to Canva and make a design. I'm going to look and see what somebody else has, and then I'm going to use that information and I will post. All right. My next thing that I love to do with Canva is I like to make, oh, look at some of my designs. I like to make, if I want to do an email type template. So for example, I use Chime, and a lot of times I want to, when a person opens up their email, they'll see a picture, and not just a boring email. So that's another thing that I just love to do with Canva. It's lots of things I like to do. It's just today I'm just trying to make myself talk about 5 things that I like. So, so if I want to send this to everybody, I love it. On Chime, if you try to design an email, it doesn't work well. But if you design it in Canva, it says exactly what you want it to say. This one doesn't have any branding from me, but it would take just a moment if that was something that I wanted to do. I have a business card that I created on Canva. I wouldn't put this on here, but let's just say I wanted to make it whatever size I want, because it's going to end up being too small. I would change the size of this if I really wanted to do it and put my information, but I would not put my information on my mother's card. But I could just also, let's say if I don't want to do it that way, I could easily add text. And there's lots of ways to add text, but the easiest is over here on the left-hand side. Or a tip is if you hit T, it'll come up. And it's just, I don't know why it has that particular font, but of course I can change it. I can make it bigger. I can change the color, but it takes a moment. I could also come in here and, choose one of theirs and put my information. If I don't like it, just come out of it. I can delete it. I can just endless possibilities of things I could do, and it will not take a lot of time. That's why it's one of my favorite things is that, so if I'm creating an email that I know I'm going to use over and over in my CRM, I come over here to Canva. I usually do it as a flyer, and I put the information that is needed, that I want. Let me go back to home. Let me see if I see another one that I did. Yeah, so I sent this Thanksgiving card, and now another thing, a good point. I like to use elements that are already in Canva. That way there is no copyright infringement. A lot of times we get things off a line and we post things that are offline, and technically someone could come back after you. So I usually, I use their templates. And I come in here and I make it my own. So sometimes I just choose one of these things. Sometimes I may just want to choose a blank template and come in here and just, put words on here. doesn't take a lot of time. You just need to spend some time. And the thing about it, I can use this one every year if I wanted to. Okay, I wouldn't, but I could. And I could come in here and change some of the elements and make it different. I can change the words. I could put my picture on here. It's just endless possibilities of things that I could do with this. So this, as an email, it's going to look way better than me just saying happy Thanksgiving. It's going to do better than if I create it in a Word document and try to add it. Well, this is already formatted. It's already the color. All I got to do is download it as a PD, as a JPEG, and then I'm able to. They even have options if you want to have it printed. If I wanted to have it printed, I would just save it as a PDF print design and give it to a printer, because that was one of the things I think I had one for St. Patrick's Day last year. Let me go back and see if I can find that one. And that's what I ended up doing. I did not send it to them. I didn't send it to them as a card. Oh, I didn't send it as an email. I actually sent it as I sent it in the mail. And then I even used that same design and someone paid me to do it for them. So I sent this out to my clients last year along with a $1 scratch off. And so the people liked it. They got a kick out of it. It was cute. It was simple. Didn't cost me a lot of money. Didn't take me no time. I can use the same thing for other agents if I wanted to. And that's what I did. I said, if somebody liked it and they said, oh, you did such a good job. I'm like, well, if they wanted it, I just charge a small fee and put their information here. But I could also use the same thing as an email template or whenever. So do I have any questions? Before I go to, so this was my third favorite thing to do, was to make an email template that I can use over and over again. Like even this year, if I wanted to use this same design, I could just go in here and play around with the different elements that they have, and I could add different things. I could type in St. Patrick's Day and something probably will come up. All these different designs. And so I could use the same process, but go in and add things or take things away. The possibilities, like I said, they're just endless. It's just so many things. I didn't like this color this year and I wanted to make it a dark green. Take a moment. And if I don't like it, change it. Let's make it yellow. Ooh. So, and then I would just save this as a different, I would call it something else either for this year or something like that. And I have a totally different design and it took moments. All right. Okay, well, if there are no questions, I'm going to go to my fourth favorite thing to do. And my fourth favorite thing to do is postcards. Like, this has made my life so easy. Whenever I want to do a postcard, because it used to be, it would take me a while to make a decision. I mean, look, this postcard actually came this way. All I did was went in here and started, I changed the colors, like I'm gonna show it to you. I changed the colors and then I just put in my information. I changed this house. I was just playing around with it. And I put that little business card that I told you I designed in Canva. And I mean, within a few minutes, this is ready for me to send to a printer. And the thing about Canva, like I said, it helps because it makes things the right size. So if I go in here and I put postcards, unless, okay, it tells you what size it is. And I can also customize the size. So if the printer told me they wanted a certain size, I could do that. Yeah. So I would go in here and just find a design that I like. That design just a moment ago, I had typed in real estate because I wonder if yeah, that's how I did that one. I was just in the real estate things and it came up. So I'm gonna type real estate in a second again. but it's already done for you. It gives it back and front page. So look at there. Just listen, just so this just makes it so easy. Find a design you like. You don't need to start from scratch. I was watching an agent start from scratch and I was like, I wouldn't do that. I'm going to go in here and find a design and make it my own. Change this, put my website. If I want to, choose a picture that I already have that I was able to upload, easy, done. I could change the color and I'm gonna leave that alone. Though I'm not gonna mess with that one. But if this is all I wanted, if I want to add something about me, I'm not, I wouldn't use that one. It's got the other house, but I could within minutes and it's done. So my fourth, I was on number 4. My fourth favorite thing is to do postcards because Canva has just made everything just easy to design. So if I type in real estate, some things come up, but I'm just going to look up real estate flyers. We'll just look at this one, see what comes up. See, you could get lost in looking at all of these things that you can just go in with a couple of clicks and make it your own. So no need. If you want to just, create your own blank design, you can do that as well. But why? When you can go in here and change the colors, change the font, put your information, be done. Add your own pictures. Yep, this is the easy way to go. All right. So, and my my fifth favorite thing is to do, I said it was to do a email signature, but also I could even say a Facebook cover. Is also would be one of those things that I would say is a favorite because it only takes a minute to change it. So in my design, my email signature, I know what I don't remember when I did that signature. I think maybe that one I may have started just a blank. I'm trying to find it. I just told it what size I wanted it to be because I don't think so. Let me see some email. No, they do have email signature. But there you go. No need to do like I did. It's already in here and you can change the size if the size is too big, too small. So at the end of all my emails, at the end of my chime, I have that little email signature that I showed a second ago. Oh, it was in my uploads. I remember I saw it. So I like it because I've seen a lot of people use this one a lot, a real simplistic one. This right here, I see people use that not with those flowers, but just their photo and their information. I see this one a lot lately because, hey, just go in here and, click on it, put your information. If you use a certain font, you got all these choices, just endless possibilities of doing this. So that would be my favorite things to do. One other, just a bonus, text messages. If you want to do a photo for a text message, like one that recently that I use is, this one right here. So we're doing a little challenge and trying to get more reviews on Google. And so I send this little message to my clients and I try to get them to do a quick Google review. And then I send this as a photo. And then what I do is I put the link for Google in that text message. So I just, created this and it's just great because I can just keep using it over and over again. If I want to change the wording, if I want this to say Zillow. So it's another one, like I said, so if that's something that I want to do, I save it as a ping, and then I pull it up on my phone and I send that to my clients. Another bonus thing that that I use a little bit, like birthday messages on Facebook. If you want to be creative, it took me. This is my youngest son, Damien, and I put this on his Instagram for his birthday last year. I just uploaded the pictures that I had and put this little message, and then like if you wanted to, like what I said, those different elements of adding. Let's see if I put stars. It'll show you things that move. And so that's how I got those that do that. I want to add that in there just to make it a little fancy. I can, do stuff like that. If I want it to move, I think this one does move. Oh, I ain't said anything about the music. It has music also that you don't have to worry about copyright infringement. So this is just another thing that I like to do. If Oh no, I want to go back to the home. It's gonna save that one automatically. Somebody had a graduation. Their kids were graduating. I put this on their Facebook page. Seems like I spent a lot of time, but it didn't take me no time to design that. Something that I haven't used, and this will be my last thing, is the making a video on here that I would want to post to social media. It was one that I wanted to show that I thought I saved it. Oh no. So this will be the next thing that I feel like I will work on. Oh yeah, there's a presentation, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Is this, well, this was a presentation, but I had typed in video. I don't want to do real estate video. Let's see. Yeah, I would say, I want to do more video. This wasn't the one that I was looking at, but I like that, that they already have so many designs and things that you can go in here and change. I don't know why I don't see that last video that I was working on. Yeah, set to become a listing agent. Oh, this was it, I think. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. That's something else I was doing, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Just leave it as something that I'm working on, since I don't see the one that I just did. Do we have any questions by chance? No.
Nope, still no questions in the chat box.
Oh, that's it. I got these seller's guide from online, and I wanted to just make them my own. And so a lot of times, like I said, it's a group on Facebook that I follow, and I just copy a lot of things. I don't always use it. Like this was a flyer that I had created. So there's some things in here that I may not have even used. This was a good one. Somebody's cover sheet. I thought I had made it my own, but it doesn't matter. This is just showing the one I had copies for somebody. I thought that was very neat the way they did that. So I went in here and changed this to my information, and you can send that. That's something different. If you want to set yourself apart, you got to think of different things that you can do. So that was something that I found online. So, but, oh, is this the one? This is the one, I think. that I've been looking for. Nope, still not it. I don't know what happened to that little video I had started. But I liked it because it was already pretty much, it was about selling, let's see, selling. All right, I guess I'm gonna let it go because I don't know what happened to it, but there's ways on here to create really quick videos that you can go ahead, like on Facebook, a lot of times there'll be there'll be an ad and it has several different pages. It's real easy to go on here and to make those and not have to start from scratch. But it's better when you put, like, if it's going to be a Facebook or if it's going to be a YouTube or something like that. So that is what I have. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I can, or if there's something that you want me to actually go into a little bit more detail about it, but really I just want to talk about my 5 favorite things and how easy it is once you get started. That's the hard part. It's just getting started. So thank you, Melody.
All right, you are very welcome. Thank you so much again. I was paying attention and learning a lot because I do play around with Canva. And so you definitely put me on to some other tricks that I do appreciate.
You're welcome.
So if we don't have any other questions or comments, like I said, if you do, you can always send Michelle an email, or I don't know, how do you want people to get in contact with you, Michelle, just in case if people have questions?
They can, they can call or email me. They can call me or email me at my phone number is 678-524-3032. And then my email, the easiest one to remember, is sold@homesbymichelle.net.
All right, sold@homesbymichelle.net.
Yep.
All right.
That was so fast. Her phone number, I didn't get a chance to even write it down.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you again. And if I had some, what if I put it right here? Will that work?
That'll work.
So that is my phone number, Michelle, and my last name is Rosser, and my email is sold@homesbymichelle.net. That's me.
All right, Miss Annette, you got it?
Yes, I wrote it down, but I think she was typing something that didn't show on the screen.
Oh, it didn't show?
Oh, it's not? You can't see it on your screen? It's right in the search box.
I don't see anything.
It's in the search. Like, you see the canvas screen though?
I do.
But that search at the top didn't show up? Oh, wow.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there
Yeah.
it is. I was looking at the wrong place.
Oh,
I was
okay.
looking at
I
your
could have made
picture.
it bit. Yeah. I guess I could have showed a lot of things.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Miss Annette, and everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you will take these tools and put them to work. They're very, very useful, very helpful. And again, thank you, Michelle. We definitely appreciate you for your time today.
You're welcome.
All right, so you guys have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll talk to you later.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.